I hope all alumni will appreciate this idea of virtual meeting, which creates a special connection between students, especially for those who cannot come to physical meeting due to their occupancy and location constraint. We are also glad to have our chief guest, Mr. Sankalp Chandelkar, CEO and strategist, Srikart Enterprise. Sir, a warm welcome from Indira. Today we will have some small performances from our first year students, gupshup and open mic for the alumni, and also some surprise elements. Goddess Saraswati is an embodiment of wisdom, knowledge, and learning. Let us seek her blessing in all spheres of life. We will have a Saraswati Vandana. I request our technical team to play the video. Sorry for inconvenience, there is a technical glitch. We will move ahead to our further agenda. Now I would like to request our respected director, Dr. Virendra Tatke, to kindly address the audience and share his views.
Thank you, Pranita Madam. Good morning, students. Good morning, alumni. Good morning, faculty and the staff member. First of all, let me express my sincere apology. I am not in Pune because of some family emergencies. I have to travel outside Pune since yesterday evening. So there are some technical issues. That's why I have joined from my mobile and I have not kept my videos also on. Camera also I have not kept. So apologies for that. Well, on behalf of Team IGBS, I welcome all the alumni to the very first alumni meet after official registration of Alumni Association. In the last year, we have registered our Alumni Association with the appropriate government authority, and now we are having our official Alumni Association. It's a great pleasure to see good number of alumni joining this meet. I know that you are joined from various cities and because of virtual thing, we can do this. Alumni Association will be the platform wherein alumni can share their expertise, their achievements, and they can get connected with the present students. Very frankly, let me explain our expectations from the alumni. So the first request from college side is that the alumni should get registered with the alumni association, so that he will be the official member of the alumni association. Second thing which we expect from the alumni, rather we request to alumni to share their experiences, share their knowledge, share their experiences with the present students. We can do it online, or if you are comfortable, then we can do it offline also. One more thing which we can do, that all the interested students, they can join our advisory board. We are having our own advisory board. We are having our own college development committee. So all the alumni who are interested in playing such roles, they are most welcome to become the member of board of studies as well as the college development committee. Plus, you can come for the delivering the lectures based on the domain. You can conduct group discussions, PI, or you can write blogs for our IGBS blog. We are having our own campus drone, that is the own newsletter IGBS has started 3 years back, and we welcome all the alumni to write their experiences in this campus drone. Plus the students who are interested to mentor the present students. So we welcome such alumni also. So in short, we are welcoming all the students to share their knowledge with the present students, and I'm sure that this will add to their resume also. I will give a small example to conclude my opening remarks. I passed out in the year 1996. I did my post graduation in the year 1996, and since last 25 or 26 years, I am the member of my college. So for last 25, 26 years, almost, I have been associated with various activities, my own institutes. So I am there in the college development committee of that institute. For last 20 years, I am there on the board of studies of that institute for last more than 15 years. And every year, at least, I deliver 4 to 5 lectures to various divisions, right from the first year BCom to last year MBA. So I have given n number of lectures. So uh, alumni also gets benefit by getting joined with the institute, and institute of course gets the benefit of the expertise and the knowledge of the alumni. So this will be the win-win situation. So on this occasion, I congratulate all the existing and past faculty and staff members of IGBS who have taken great efforts in getting this alumni association registered, and as well as making the alumni meet happen. I also welcome the chief guest for today's session, and we are eager to listen from him. So with these words, I once again welcome all the alumni and chief guest and hand over the proceedings to Pranita Madam. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Shri Chanakya Education Society's Indira Group of Institute, Pune, was established in 1994 with the explicit vision to provide sustainable impetus to the corporate and entrepreneur abilities in the youth. Let us watch the video to explore more about IGI.
Indira Group of Institutes, Pune, a renowned educational group in India with 14 institutions and more than 12,000 students. Indira has earned tremendous appreciation for imparting value-based education to make future generations more caring, compassionate, and ideal citizens. Indira firmly believes in the economic independence of individuals along with social, mental, and spiritual well-being. Our students make their parents proud and create a niche for themselves through various career development programs and specializations, leading to a campus placement in their dream organization. Our faculty members are not only academic achievers but also known for their global experience and insights. Interaction with the experienced and renowned personalities tremendously enhance the morale of students by sharing their vast knowledge and experience, thus fostering the spirit of leadership amongst them.
I have been in Indira ever since my first grade, and I was introduced to art by my art teacher here at Indira itself. And I have a passion for art, anime, manga, and Japanese. There's a lot of great interaction between your teacher, and they really help you focus on what is the most important thing.
Indira is ranked amongst the top educational groups in India and has received various awards and accolades in international summits and top grades by the National Board of Accreditation and NAC.
It's a matter of great pride and immense satisfaction for my team and myself that we have created, sustained, and grown such a beautiful educational brand. We have been able to make a difference to the nation and in some way, albeit small, have contributed to the nation building and making India what it is today.
Indira is not an organization, it's a family. Whether it is for your staff, whether it's for your students, whether it's for any of our stakeholders, we always welcome them with open arms. So whatever the time requires, whatever the industry requires, whatever the society requires, Indira has believed in bringing out programs that support society, that support growth of the nation, that support growth of humanity, all put together. So we have always been ahead of times, I would say. We always have a vision that yes, this is going to happen. Students have always been the focus of my life. From the time I got into the field of education, I knew that there has to be something that has to be given to the students that is beyond classroom teaching. And that's the reason I started the CARE Club. CARE stands for Counsel, Advice, Rights and Evolve. And from that day onwards, me and my students, wherever they are, whether they are on campus, whether they are current students, whether they are alumni of Indira, we have developed a special relationship. We always are there. I'm there for them, they are there for me. Sometimes even wiping their tears and giving them a chocolate.
Joining Indira is not just joining an institute, it's a lifetime membership of a family that stays together forever. Indira Group of Institutes, an educational group with 27 years of legacy in academic excellence.
Now it's time to share some alumni achievements. Kindly note that we have selected these names on the basis of registration data. If we miss any alumni achievement, we request you to please share the same with us so we can add it in our next meeting. There is no any sequence. Alumni achievement with you. Kindly note that we have selected this name on the basis of registration data. If we miss any alumni achievement, we feel privileged to have such a distinguished chief guest, Mr. Sankalp Chandelkar, founder, CEO and strategist, Strikart E-commerce enterprise, principal consultant and strategic advisor, Haigreve Shriram Consultants, founder, chief executive strategist, Sri Balaji Retail. Sir is a marketer with a mind of strategist. He possesses 12 years of experience in media to shelf brand building, brand equity, delivering revenue impact, and launching innovations in the market. We welcome you, sir. Now I request Mr. Sankalp Chandelkar, sir, to please address the audience.
Ma'am, can you please play a presentation for me?
Yes, sir. I'll do it right away. So is the screen visible?
The screen is visible, but only can you if you can you make it full screen, it will be ideal.
Yeah. Now?
The screen is visible. It is half is hidden, half is. Because ma'am, if you can download it, it would be ideal for you.
Okay, okay.
If download it and then play it, because everybody can see it properly.
Now?
Not able to see the PPT. Now it is perfect. Can you hear me all?
Yeah, you can proceed, sir.
Yeah. Very good morning to all the alumni. Many congratulations on this registration. You have started a great exercise at the Management Institute. This is very much required for sharing the knowledge, wisdom gained by all the alumni over the years. I think so. And the institute is completing almost 27 years. So this institute, which has been imparting knowledge and wisdom to the society, to the growth, and I could hear the chairperson's message. She said clearly that we are for society, we are for growth of the nation, we are for caring for society, and you have also have a care club which is very important, caring for the people. That is the leadership's first trait. Leader's first trait is caring for the people. Coming back to this thing, to all the alumni and present, all the audience present here, I would like to understand what word excellence means for you. If the chat box is open, you can message in the chat box. What exactly is excellence meant for you? If anybody can reply in the chat box, what exactly means excellence? Corporate excellence we'll see later.
Perfection at work or anything.
Okay, okay, very nice. Any other? Any other? If you're not comfortable speaking, you can put it in chat box. Perfection, okay. I need at least 3-4 replies, then I can proceed further because it has a lot of meaning. Doing your best, okay.
Best inputs.
Okay, perfection in work.
If you enjoy your work, then you will excel in those particular field.
Okay, very nice, very nice. Being good at job consistently, better quality of being perfect all the time. Okay. Any other? Anyone wants to reply? Should I proceed? Excellence in whatever you do it with perfection and consistency. Amit says.
Becoming better of oneself.
Becoming better of oneself. Okay. Who said it?
Saloni.
Okay, okay, okay. Very nice, very nice. Okay. Okay, smartness in the job you do, all processes are in sync. Okay, fine, fine, fine. Understood. Good, 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 good exercise. Better the version of being the better version of self. Okay, okay, fine. Two people are saying the same thing. Fine. See here, I would like to give you a brief example. The person who has created himself, developed himself into leadership, and he is at the helm of affairs today. The world praises him for his excellence. Is Dr. Raghunath Mashelkar. He belongs to Pune. He has been on the think tank of Pune think tank. He has excelled in his career. He has excelled in his giving knowledge to society, developing science and innovation councils across India, across the world, globally as well. And the person who is also the Royal Fellow of Royal Fellow Society into the highest level of excellence which anybody can get materially, right? But here the word excellence meant in a different way and was given to him in a different way by Dr. CNR Rao, his guru. Why excellence is important, what exactly it means, just listen to this example first. Every time when Mashelkar excelled in his career, it may be a graduation, it may be a post-graduation, then a PhD, doctorate, then postdoctoral research. Every time he used to go to his guru and ask him, tell him, sir, I have passed this, sir, I have excelled in this. And always his guru used to say that, okay, good, fine, you have cleared it. Very good, fine, cleared it. But when he received Padma Shri, again he went and told his guru, sir, I have received Padma Shri today. Okay, good. When he received Padma Vibhushan, again he went and told him, sir, I have received this. Now he was shocked. Every time I go, every time I achieve something, my guru always says, okay, good, okay, good. Dr. Raghunath Mashelkar got frustrated. Why my guru is always saying that I have excelled so much, but still he is saying that I am not able to. He still is not giving me very good. He always says good. And then he, without even understanding, without even listening to things, because he was frustrated, he asked him, sir, why are you always saying good to me, even if I have excelled to the level of Padma Shri and Padma Vibhushan? So Dr. CNR Rao told him, Ramesh, because Raghunath Mashelkar is also called as Ramesh by Dr. CNR Rao. Ramesh, in excellence, there is no limit. There is no limit to excellence. And moment you achieve a certain goal and reach a particular pinnacle of success, that from there the excellence starts. And moment you achieve anything above that is developing self and developing others. So somebody said being the better version of the self, that itself is excellence. Corporate excellence is more materialistic in nature, whereas personal excellence is more spiritual in nature. So what we intend to do is, when Chanakya is giving you the wisdom and the wisdom and knowledge which is given by the institute, Indira group of institutions. Indira means beauty, right? And that inner beauty and outer beauty has to be developed. That is what Chanakya does. In Kautilya's Arthashastra, Chanakya's leadership wisdom means exactly developing inner beauty and developing other people's beauty itself is corporate excellence. That's what Chanakya's Kautilya's Arthashastra or Chanakya's Arthashastra, which is for more pronouncedly known as Kautilya's Arthashastra, is giving and developing a leader in every field. Because I saw some of the alumni leaders on various positions, higher positions, and it is aptly important for them to apply this wisdom in their each and every role to become better version of the self, excel into corporate, but first have developed the inner beauty of excellence. That's what your institute has been doing for last 27 years. Can you go to the next? Now, on this journey of excellence, when we say this is a very important aspect. Which is more important as the pupil, the journey or the destination? The company said the teacher. So here the guru becomes important. This journey, since we are celebrating 75 years of our independence, Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. This Amrit churning, which is happening of knowledge and wisdom, is through this journey of excellence. Our destination is excellence, whereas destination, what I'm talking about is inner destination. When the inner destination of excellence is achieved, outer excellence will come out automatically. That's where most of us, we face problems because we don't have a guru, we don't have a mentor other than what we have as an institution. Because institution imparts knowledge, and the one who gives direction to this thing is the teacher. Because we have immense knowledgeable faculty, wisdom rich faculty, and you are gaining lot of jnana from that. That jnana is removing ajnana. That ajnana has to be understood in a context of journey to reach to the destination of excellence. Okay, Shruti, I will adjust my voice. Thanks a lot. So next here we feel that whenever we reach the corporate excellence ladder, whenever we cross the ladder of manager, everybody has aspirations, everybody has a leadership formula, everybody has a success formula. If I become a GM, I am successful. If I become a AVP, I am successful. If I become a consultant in KPMG, I am successful. But the power which is there, it corrupts absolutely. So my mentor, Dr. Radhakrishnan Pillai, always says and gives this example every now and then. You have to don't be in the power game, be the power in the game. So even if you reach the vice president or a CEO level tomorrow, you have to be a power in the game. The position does not matter. You can also be a powerful even if you are a peon in the office, even if you are a manager in the office, because the leadership's ideas is first job, his first thing. And when the thinking is pure, when thinking is correctly oriented, I think so the power will automatically come from within, which will be seen outside. So whenever you are at the power position, just feel that you have to be the power in the game. Don't be in the power game. Be clear on that. Next. See, on the journey of corporate excellence, we face so many problems. These are some of the common problems which are faced by all of us, struggling to gain competitive advantage. Competitors are trying to take away your team members and your customers. Too many ideas are not enough to implement them all. Feeling worried about the economy and the right strategy to follow for your practice or organization. We are finding it difficult to figure out an effective way to solve the challenging problems your business is facing. Here I would like to have one phenomena which I would like to explain to you. That on the journey of corporate excellence, we are feeling that somebody is competitor to us. We don't feel that we are here for contribution. We have to be more collaborative effort. We have to be more contributing effort rather than competing effort, because we waste more energy in competition. Of course, Chanakya has given a lot of ideas on how to handle the competition, how to handle the corporate excellence, how to handle the leadership. But I am here focusing on this is the common problem faced by all. Many sales managers ask that how I can handle my territory well because there is a lot of competition. So many people are going towards blue ocean strategy. Chanakya has given blue ocean. Chanakya has given this almost 2,400 years back. Almost halfway mark when the Gita was told 5,000 years back. Chanakya came 2,500 years later, and 2,600 years later, 2,400 years back. We got this Kautilya's Arthashastra. And Kautilya's Arthashastra is talking about excellence in itself. He talks about leadership training. He talks about his economics. He talks about Dandaniti. He talks about justice. He talks about war. He talks about strategy. Everything, whatever you are learning at MBA school, he is talking in that complete corporate Kautilya's Arthashastra. It is having 150 chapters, 15 books, and 6,000 sutras. Roughly about 6,000 sutras, not exactly, because it was discovered in 1904. And at that point of time, we could not have all the sutras collated together. We are having around about 5,800, 5,900 sutras. So what we are saying here is we'll be studying 5 sutras total together. Okay. And we will be understanding it into depth and telling ourselves what exactly is we are going to do ahead. Next. Okay. The leader's job is to think, and to think decisively, to think very clearly. So the first sutra which Chanakya says is, because it's completely affecting leadership, because you all are leaders. All alumni, all students who are studying here are leaders which will be going into outside world into the as product of leadership. So please consider this very seriously. He says, Pradipah sarva vidyanam, upayah sarva karmanam, ashrayah sarva dharmanam, shashwat anvikshiki mata. Anybody has heard this name Anvikshiki? Can anybody tell me what is Anvikshiki? Anybody has heard? Anyone? Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Can anyone tell what is Anvikshiki? Don't tell me the meaning which I have written here. That is, there is a different meaning. You must be hearing this every now and then in the police format or in the crime investigation department. Gunne Anvikshan Vibhag. Anvikshan means finding out. Thinking through. Yeah, investigation. Correct. So Anvikshiki is ever thought as the lamp of all sciences. Today's the modern meaning for it is analytics. We go into the deep-rooted analytics as the means of all actions. Means moment you take some actions, before that you think and think through it deeply, not superficially, not peripherally. Think through it on all counts. We have studied many things on Porter's 5 forces analysis, Maslow's law of hierarchy, then SWOT analysis. We do all these things, but what is that? It is Anvikshiki. It is investigation in depth. So what he says, it is the lamp of all sciences. Without this, you can't proceed, because leader's job is just to think. And we have to develop that ability to think all throughout. And it may be a law, it may be a judiciary, it may be a politics, it may be a policy making, it may be a banking, it may be consultancy. Everywhere thinking is the primary job. Moment you have a proper thought process, everything proceeds in a proper format. Systems and processes are done based on thoughts. So the first job of a leader is to think. So please mark it very clear. decisively, conspicuously in your minds that all the leaders who are on the journey of this leadership of 2 years MBA and further, please start thinking decisively. Please start thinking insightfully. That is the role of a leader. Next. Now here comes when I talk about these are the common problems. There are a lot of problems which are faced on. I am losing the market share. I'm losing the ground into this territory. My territory is losing to the competition. So Chanakya here gives you one idea, which is called as Saptanga. We always consider ourselves more Western oriented, and we feel the Western concepts are more pronounced and leave away the Indian concepts. But Chanakya 2400 years back, when he was teaching Chandragupta Maurya and when he was preparing Chandragupta Maurya to take over the reins of Magadha Empire, he gave him the understanding of this important phenomena called as Saptanga model of Chanakya's leadership. What it says is, Swami Amatya Janapada Durga Kosha Danda Mitra Iti Prakruteha. The king, the minister, the country, the fortified city, the treasury, the army, and the ally are the constituent elements of a kingdom. So these 7 elements becomes the entire kingdom. If you master these 7 elements and if you know pros and cons of this on all fronts, you can run a kingdom, you can run a company, you can run an association, you can run any organization. And it is applicable to each one of us. Even our developing the leadership, the phenomena within us, or leadership development courses within us, Swami Amatya Janapada Durga Kosha Danda Mitra Iti Prakriti, this is very important. So moment you become a leadership, this leadership wisdom deep down the course, you have to take this into a stride and say that, okay, I am the chairman of the company, I am the CEO of the company, I am the manager of the company. Whichever position, you may be vice president of the company, you may be president of the company, you can effectively go depth into it. And each and everything takes almost 2 hours. I can go deep into it, but I'm just giving you this Saptanga model. We can discuss this one-to-one if it is required on one-to-one level. Swami Amatya Janapada Durga Kosha Danda Mitra. And you can apply this model to anything and everything. And we have personally applied this in many occasions, and it has come out true. So just like how blue ocean theory, the blue ocean strategy is this is one of the strategic intent of Chanakya's leadership wisdom, to develop leadership and also to have this, also to have the elemental understanding, strategic understanding, and market understanding about in the present day context. So this is how it is applicable right now. Next. So now leadership wisdom. So leader has to be the Swami, the qualities of a Swami. I said Swami Amatya Janapada Durga Kosha Danda Mitra. How a leader has to be. He has to be intelligent and dynamic, given to seeing elders, means humility. Vruddha Sayopa Yogaha. That is what Chanakya says. Given to seeing elders, truthful in speech, not breaking any promise, grateful enough, desirous of training, means even if you are a leader, even if you are a CEO, even if you are a MD of the company, you should always undergo training and easily approachable. These are the 7 qualities which Chanakya says a Swami, the leader of the organization, should possess. And it is for all of us, including myself, to practice this every now and then to learn the wisdom and understand the wisdom of Chanakya. Next. So now when there are a lot of startups coming, there are a lot many people who are intending to start something on their own. There is a startup revolution in India. The government is taking different policies, making there is a lot of funding rounds which are happening. There are a lot of unicorn startups which have formed. So Chanakya says, if you start any undertaking, if you start any company, if you start any small business, before starting any activity, think through the means required. This is where this Saptanga model comes into picture. When you start thinking before starting any activity, think through the means required. Where is Saptanga? Swami Amatya Janapada Durga Kosha Danda Mitra. Everything has to be thought through. Think through the means required. What you will start with, what you want to start, how many people are required, what is the funds required. So this entire Saptanga model comes into picture here. Have a goal in mind and begin with the end in mind. So that goal and end has to match with one another. Whatever goal you have and whatever end you are planning, whether it is proper or not, This is one area. This is to start with. Next. Now, determination and allocation of suitable place and time. How to think in this? One should be able to decide the right place and time for doing a work and allocate work accordingly. For example, I would like to give you an example of a nano car here. They started manufacturing nano car. There was a determination from Tata Group. Ratan Tata had promised 1 lakh car. They gave the car, and finally the project has to be shelved off. Why? People were not ready to buy because it was a status understanding. Nobody was buying. Everybody wanted a higher car. Status understanding again. So Desha Kala Vibhago. Suitable place and time. One should be able to decide right place and time for doing a work and allocate work accordingly. Delegation, art of delegation also. What time to delegate to whom? It is also important. Next. Provision against failure. Again, Saptanga models comes into picture here. Have a backup plans for every action, person and situation. Vinita Pata Pratikaraha. So when you plan, have a backup plans means what? It is not only about backup plans only for the money part. It should also on the human capital part. What you will do if plan A fails? What you will do if plan B fails? How you will take it to the this thing, take it to the end result. What are you planning for? What are you trying to achieve? That is important. So provision against failure is very important. Next. Accomplishment of work, karya siddhi riti. If you have started something, make sure it is completed. So there is a beautiful saying in English, finished what you start. So if you have started something, make sure it is completed. Leadership is making sure results are achieved. Start and stop, not till the end. Leadership is achieved means leadership has to ensure through his thought process, through systems, through processes and things in place, he has to ensure every work is going towards completion. Accomplishment is the further part, but completion is the first part. So do not leave half-hearted, do not leave the work half-hearted, do not leave it in between. Go towards the end of it. Next. So now we have seen these 5 parameters. The first principle is the means of starting undertakings. Second is Purusha Dravya Sampada, that is excellence of man and material. This is where Saptanga comes into picture. Swami Amatya. Amatya means the man required, the material required. Allocation of right time and place, Desha Kala Vibhago, provision against failure, again, Vinita Pata Pratikar, and accomplishment of work, Karya Siddhi Riti. So this is where the leadership wisdom has to be taken into this. These 5 points are very important for every leader to think through it and become developed person, become developed leader. Because this leadership wisdom will take you and save you in any crisis situation. You are ready for anything. You are ready for each and every parameter because you have thought through it. Because you know what is the in and out of the market. You know in and out of the territory. So that's where this Saptanga models comes into picture. It is completely related. Each and every thought process of Chanakya, right from training till the end, it is related. Next. Now this he's saying Parartha Desha Kalecha Bruyad Dharmartha Sahitam. Say at proper place and time what is in the interest of another, which connects spiritual and material well-being. This is very important. We are only considering corporate excellence for the ladder of success. I have become AVP. I have become VP of a company. I have become CEO of a company. I have become MD of the company. It is fine. This material well-being is fine. It is required for the dream to progress, for the goal to be achieved. But spirituality is also important because leadership is not outside. Leadership is inside. We have to develop it is inner. What is in inner will come out outer. That is material well-being. So this which connects spiritual and material well-being. Always tell what is good for others at the right time and right place. Because we have the habit of insulting others. We have a habit of talking sympathetically to others. We have lost the empathy. We have to develop empathy at lot many times. And it is the need of the hour that we understand each other because everybody is going through a rough phase. There was a corona pandemic. Everybody suffered. Everybody was at home. So are we empathetic towards our people? Are we empathetic towards our colleagues? Are we empathetic towards our friends and relatives? Why not? Here I would like to give you one more example how nature functions. Everybody, most of the people must have heard about Fibonacci sequence. Has anyone heard about Fibonacci sequence?
Yes, sir. Da Vinci Fibonacci.
Yeah. So what does it say?
Uh, the Fibonacci series works in a certain manner that A plus B equals to C, then AC plus B equals to D in such manner.
Yeah, correct. The simple example here, he said it correctly, but he explained it more mathematically, which is correct as well. But I would give you a simple example of nature. You must have seen sunflower.
Yes.
So that sunflower, when it blooms, and when that stem comes on the top, and when the flower is fully bloomed, each and every petal is not disturbing the other petal. Have you seen that arrangement?
Agree.
So that arrangement is called as Fibonacci arrangement. That arrangement is called as nature's Fibonacci sequence. If nature can do it, all of us can do it. Why can't we coexist together? Why can't we think of material and spiritual well-being of others? Because we feel that they are competition to us, we feel that we are going to hit them. We want to take more market share. It is not required. Everybody can coexist. Every business can coexist because nature itself is coexisting. When the each and every leaf comes on the tree, it is not affecting the other leaf. It is giving them required sunlight. Required photosynthesis happens within every leaf. That is how nature functions. So if nature can function, we all of us can coexist. We all of us can coexist. We can perform well. We can achieve the excellence at the same time, and we can be on the same part and still be happy. Our goal of the entire life is to be happy and peaceful. Right or wrong? Right? We want to be peaceful or we want to be happy?
Happy.
Yeah. So why can't we practice this? So this is where I say always, which connects spiritual and material well-being. Always tell what is good for others at right time and right place. Even if somebody says something to you, fine. Understand him, understand his background, understand why he's saying like that, then answer. Don't answer upfront because it may hurt him. You may lose the person, which we face all this time. It may be in the house, it may be on the work front, it may be with colleagues, it may be with friends, it may be with relatives. Every now and then we face this. So next. Now the interesting phenomena comes. Balasya apta arthavada vakyam upayujjita panditaha. Means a wise man should listen and make use of sensible words of even a child. Respect and listen to children. They may give you a brilliant idea. More entrepreneurs are coming up in India. Some of you may be already entrepreneurs in this audience also, and some may be planning to get into the entrepreneurship. So please listen to all the children. They may give you a brilliant idea, and a small idea, small thought process can become a big boon for you, for your company, for your personal life, for the life of others, and you can share that idea. Next. Mantra Purva Sarva Arambha. All undertakings should be preceded by consultation. Before starting any activity, consult an expert. Thus, you will not make mistakes. What we feel, we are experts in everything. We are not. Including myself, I am expert only in particular area. So we have to always take understanding and consultation of others who are expert in that particular field. And you need not be expert in every field. You need experts of that particular fields to take your business ahead, to take your career ahead, to get coached by many people. So anywhere and everywhere, you need to have this exercise. Please consult people. Please ask people for help. Please ask others who are expert in that field and then proceed. So it will avoid mistakes. It will save your time and you will achieve faster whatever your goal is. Next. Kosha Purva Sarvarambha. We are more dependent on funding. All undertakings are dependent on the treasury. All activities require finance. So be money conscious, not money minded. What we have become today is we are more talking about how much wealth we will create. Yes, you have enough wealth inside you of knowledge and wisdom. Wealth of knowledge, wealth of wisdom. Use that for welfare of others. But when you start a particular organization, when you start a startup, when you start a business, be money conscious, spend wisely. Don't spend haphazardly. If you get funding from 100 crores from a venture capital and you start buying a big particular building which is not required, it is not what that is required for a startup. All undertakings are dependent on the treasury. All activities require finance, but you have to be money conscious, but not money minded. It is the leader which takes the care here first, because Kosha Purva Sarva Arambha is finance is the main important thing for everything to start, everything to proceed. Next. Tasmat nityo tito raja kurya dartha shunashanam arthasya mulam utthanam manarthasya viparyaha. Be ever active in the management of the economy, because the root of wealth is economic activity. Inactivity brings material distress. Because even if it is not happening, do something or the other. Find out the way, consult experts, ask people what you can do, what you can take here, what you can take there. That is more important. We have to be active in the management of the economy, in management of our business. Whatever you do will have an effect. If you take the other route, the root of wealth will be eroded. There will be no economic activity. So he says, Tasmat tito raja kurya darthar to nashanam. If you are not active in the management of the economy, root of wealth will be eroded. Inactivity bring material distress. He's talking about material distress here, not spiritual distress. So be careful here. Next. That is fine. That is fine. This is fine. Okay. So all slides are over, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So thanks very much. Thanks for giving time for this precious time for this alumni meet. To the special thanks to Indira Group of Institutions, and special thanks to Dr. Virendra Tatakar also, sir also, and Priyanka ma'am also for coordinating all this while. It has been a pleasure to talk with all this, all the institutions, all the institution members, alumni members. Wish you all the best. God bless you infinitely. If there are any questions, if you have any questions, we can answer.
Yes, students, alumni, if you have any questions to ask to sir, you can straight away ask to sir. The
Or you
forum
can
is
put in a
open.
voice chat, or chat, meeting chat.
Yeah, chat box also.
No questions. Thank you.
Okay, okay. Thanks. Fine.
Thank you, sir. It was such a wonderful session. Now it is time to present some small performances by our first year students. As you all know, this year we are celebrating 75 years of independence, popularized by our Honorable Prime Minister Mr. Narendra Modi as Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. So we have selected freedom as a theme for today's program. There are numerous dimensions of word freedom. Our students in upcoming video tried to showcase a typical Indian women's idea of freedom. I request our technical team to please play the EV.
लंबी डगर है पर हिम्मत है संग, पाँव पे छाले हैं सांसें बुलंद, लड़ने चली हूँ आजादी की जंग। बेख्वाब आजाद है जीना मुझे, बेख्वाब आजाद है रहना मुझे, बेख्वाब आजाद है जीना मुझे, बेख्वाब आजाद है रहना मुझे।
चिड़ैया नन्ही सी चिड़िया अंगना में फिर आ जा रे, होरी चिड़ैया नन्ही सी चिड़िया अंगना में फिर आ जा रे, अंधियारा है घना और लहू से सना, किरणों के तिनके अंबर से चुनके अंगना में फिर आ जा रे।
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Shravani and Saili, for this wonderful video, and also Varun for editing this video. All of them are our first year students. So, Shravani, Saili, and Varun, can you please turn on your video and wave to the audience?
Hello everyone.
Hi. So, Varun edited this video. Thank you, Varun.
You're welcome.
Okay, thank you. So, as you all know, college life is all about the studies, submissions, celebration, and most important, friendship. And here we have a wonderful video dedicated to friendship.
सर मेरे रूम पे सब आगे बैठे हैं, कब से देख रहे थे।
बेमतलब की वो बातें और पुराने किस्से याद आते हैं, वो एक साथ पढ़ने की कोशिश और हंसी मजाक में बीतते वो पल याद आते हैं। एक चाय की चुस्की के लिए घंटों वक्त गुजारते हुए वो चाय के शौकीन याद आते हैं। वो कैंटीन का खाना खाने पे जो घर की खाने की याद आती है। वो वक्त होने पे भी न लिखने वाली असाइनमेंट्स आखिरी दिन में लिखने की याद आती है। पैसे कमाने की जल्दी में की हुई वो भागा दौड़ी याद आती है। वो धूप छाँव में साथ देने वाले दोस्त बारिशों की तरह मन को छू जाते हैं। वो पल पल सताने वाले दोस्त आज मिल भी नहीं पाते हैं। यादें वो जो भूल नहीं पाते, दोस्त वो जो बहुत याद आते हैं, दोस्त वो जो बहुत याद आते हैं।
Thank you, ma'am. And this beautiful poem is written by Soumya and video is prepared by Aniket. Both are our first year students. Soumya and Aniket, I request you to please turn on your videos and wave to the audience. Soumya and Aniket. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Now again it is time to share some alumni achievements with you. Again a reminder, kindly note that we have selected these names on the basis of registration data. If we miss any alumni achievement, we request you to please share the same with us so we can add it in our next meeting. There is no any sequence for this presentation, and if we have missed any achievement, please don't misunderstand as it can be due to a time constraint. So Mayuresh Sonavne has received the award, recognized and awarded for the best inventory management. Yes. Next alumni is Jyoti Dhanwani. She is awarded with top 101 HR Tech Minds by World HRD Congress. Karan Rathod, awarded as a Spot Award by Deloitte. Shubham Pal, he won Spot Award multiple times in a previous organization. Rajashri Khaute, Rajashri is selected as an inspector via MPSC exam. Pragya Gurang, Pragya is awarded by CEO of ICICI Prudential LIC Limited. Shrikant Shinde, Shrikant is awarded as a Business Heads Club Award for Best Pan India Portfolio, second rank. Next. Yes. Saurabh Kulkarni. Saurabh got CFO Award 2022 Quarter 1, Silver Award Quarter 1 2020 Best Performance. Rashmi Bagchi. Rashmi is a language expert in French and Mandarin. Sangram Abhang. Sangram is a best employee and he got Spot Award. Tapan Singh. Tapan is recognized for top 2 ASM India for giving highest growth to Relaxo and awarded for highest new franchisee opening in Kurla. Sagar Chaudhary. Sagar is awarded as a Star Performer of the Year for IJT IT team. Saurabh Dev. Saurabh achieved many awards and recognition for different roles in different organizations such as Big Basket, Housejoy, and Bajaj Finserv Lending. Amit Soni. Amit is awarded as a Superstar Performer of the Year. Anant Kazue. Anant is pursuing PhD from Pune University. Kishan Kolhapur. Kishan is currently a part of branding for London Stock Exchange. He is employee ambassador and has also won many awards for the various projects. Sumant Narela. Sumant is the Best Business Leader Award, Srivan, then India's Best L'Oreal Award, L'Oreal, Game Changer Award, and many more awards. Amit Kumar. Amit is a Vice President in NGO Sahyog, the Helping Hand Delhi. Nivesh Kumar. Nivesh also won Best CDE Award. That's it. Thank you. Alumni Meet is an opportunity to cherish your memories. Yes, you guessed it right. Now it's time to revisit the memory lane. I request our team to please play a video.
दिलों में तुम अपनी बेताबियां लेके चल रहे हो तो जिंदा हो तुम, नजर में ख्वाबों की बिजलियां लेके चल रहे हो तो जिंदा हो तुम, हवा के झोंकों के जैसे आजाद रहना सीखो, तुम एक दरिया के जैसे लहरों में बहना सीखो, हर एक लम्हे से तुम मिलो खोले अपनी बाहें, हर एक पल एक नया समा देखे ये निगाहें। जो अपनी आंखों में हैरानियां लेके चल रहे हो तो जिंदा हो तुम, दिलों में तुम अपनी बेताबियां लेके चल रहे हो।
Is also made by first year student Aniket Yevle. Thank you, Aniket. Now I would like to request Dr. Priyanka Darekar ma'am to kindly take over. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Pranita ma'am. First of all, good afternoon to everyone who is present and who has joined this meeting. With great honor and pleasure, I welcome you all back to Indira, to IGBS, and really lovely seeing you all in this alumni meet, obviously virtually, but next time we'll have it offline as well. I hope with the video, you all cherish the memories of your wonderful college days. Even I cherish those memories, some wonderful moments spent with all my students since batch 2009. So as briefed by Pranita ma'am, we are already celebrating the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. I would like to quote some famous lines by Gulzar. हवा को गुमान था अपनी आज़ादी पर, हवा को गुमान था अपनी आज़ादी पर, किसी ने उसे भी गुब्बारे में भर के बेच दिया. Yes, freedom comes at a cost, and definition of freedom is different for different people. On the same lines, I would invite a few alumni, if you can share your thoughts on the feeling or on the gesture, what freedom means to me. So I think there will be a few alumni who would really like to talk on this topic, what freedom means to me. Yes, Saurabh, you want to talk?
Me?
Yeah, I can see you unmute.
नहीं, मैं
Hemant
बीच
is
में
here.
एक्चुअली आई वाज वेटिंग कि वो बीच में वाह वाह करूं, लेकिन आप फ्लो में बहुत
Oh,
जल्दी आगे बढ़ गए.
okay. I'll say one more share, Saurabh. Don't
Okay.
worry. At the end, yeah. That time
Okay,
you
ma'am.
can acknowledge. We have Hemant with us. Hemant, would you like
Hi,
to share a
Priyanka.
few?
Yes, I'm
Yeah,
here.
yeah. Hi, Hemant.
Yeah. Am I audible now?
Yes, yes. You're perfectly audible.
Okay. Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Respected chief guest, dear faculty member, and my friends. We are celebrating Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. I personally feel freedom is something which we take it for granted. Only when we look at countries like Afghanistan, China, we understand what we have. Freedom is something we celebrate once a year, but we experience it in each and every day of our life. This freedom came after a lot of struggle, hardship, and sacrifice by our freedom fighters. Our soldiers are protecting our borders, but we have to defend harmony among all of us. Freedom and harmony should go hand in hand. Let's use this Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav to make India great and united. All the faculty members, thank you so much for this program. I'll contribute to this program with best of my abilities. Thanks, ma'am.
Thank you, Hemant. Thank you so much. Do we have Sagar? Sagar, have you joined? Sagar Chaudhary, 2019
Hello.
batch. Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Am I audible?
Yes, you're perfectly audible.
So, hello, everyone. Hello, Pranita, ma'am. So, Saga this site, IGVS 1921 batch, MBA pass out. Currently, I'm working as a product marketing manager at. Hello, Atish sir. Good to see you. Good to see you back. So, I am currently working as a product marketing manager at Tata Technologies Pune. First of all, would like to thanks everyone, like our IGVS staff, our director sir, especially to Priyanka ma'am and again Atish sir for inviting all of us to this event, and again all this new enthusiastic batch of IGVS. Always it's going to be enthusiastic one, the new one or the old one, but this batch is really special as they are getting too much exposure in the IGBS campus. So really thank you also. So topic for today's discussion was given to me as freedom, what freedom actually means to me. So being a marketing student of Mr. Atish sir, so would like to share my screen. Ma'am, with your due respect, if
Yes, yes,
I can
Sagar, you
share.
can. You can, yeah.
Yeah. So I have created one slide. Let me just share this. Ma'am, is my screen visible?
Yes, it is visible.
So I would hardly take 2 or 3 minutes as this subject is little official one. So won't comment more on that. But so yeah, so here on the screen, as there are two layers, like in the left of my left, there is a one black, and right there is one yellow. So both side you can see Dhanush from movie Ranjana, right? If you have seen the movie, you will get the context. Like what I am trying to highlight here is like how Dhanush tries to change himself from a free guy to a corporate one for almost 10-15 minutes. There is one patch, and there in the left, as you can see, it's in suit boot. So he has all money, power. He's a disciplined free guy. But in Rancho's language, he's a well-trained pet, right? So let me just point. Yeah. So as you can see, I have highlighted him with a pet. So it's just like a pet. He has, he's a well-trained pet in Rancho's language. Like he's living a compulsive life. He can drink, he can earn money, he can spend wherever he is possible. But is he really doing what he really wanted to do at the age of 15 or 16? I might say almost 99% as research says definitely no. So compulsiveness definitely not equals to freedom, I would say. So there might be some kind of satisfaction will be there. Definitely satisfaction is there, but I won't say the freedom is there. So what exactly freedom is? So freedom is nothing but I can do whatever I want. That's according to me is the freedom. As you can see, this is a well-trained pet where the master is having that rope or string in his hand. But here, as you can see, the pet is running behind that free man. So this is the free one. He has his own passion. He has his own liberty, social, political, every kind of liberty he has. And again, he has that money also. So as a conclusion, I would just say, like, freedom is what we desire, not the money, not the time. Even if I go to hell, I will live well. That would be freedom within you. But how it will become? How do I can achieve that stage of that freedom? So as a true freedom is about becoming free from everything, including yourself. So when you experience everything as a part of yourself, that is mukti, that is liberation, sorry, and the ultimate freedom. Simply freedom is means just enjoying your work. That's all from my side. Thank you.
Lovely, Sagar. And Sagar has again proven that he's from the COVID batch, sharing the screen and giving the presentation. Yes.
Yes, yes.
Anybody else? I think Krutika and Rinki. Krutika, are you there? Have you joined? Rinki Soni. And can we have Anant? I think they were not able to join, but they had expressed their interest that they would wish to or they would love to talk on this topic. But
Hello, ma'am.
nevertheless, yeah, Anant, you are
Yeah,
here. Yeah.
yeah. So the topic that we were discussing, like some of the people like prior to me also shed some light on these things, like what freedom is and how it should be. So when it comes to the people, those who are people like me who born like in 90s, don't have that notion like what freedom is, because we got everything on plate itself. So when it comes to the traveling, we have liberty to travel. When it comes to the educational choices, we have that. But when we look at some of the gray areas where people doesn't have the access of these things, that time I struck, yeah, freedom is something that everyone need to look upon. So it's not like freedom is something different for me, and some people freedom will be different. But yeah, there is some we can say uh, part that we need to work on when it comes to the freedom. Yeah, but freedom is there. So it's just that we can have access to everything. Yeah, if I'm saying something today, so that is also part of freedom that I feel.
Okay.
Yeah,
Very
thank you.
well said. I think we have had an amazing dialogue on this topic, and I hope our alumni are having a good time You all are shining bright in your respective roles, and you all already have set a benchmark rather for the current and the upcoming batches of IGBS. And before I end, again, Saurabh, one more share for you.
I'm
You
waiting for
can
that only.
acknowledge now, yeah. So जिंदगी एक बार मिलती है, जिंदगी एक बार मिलती है, ये बात बिल्कुल गलत है. सिर्फ
वाह,
मौत है जो एक बार मिलती है. जिंदगी तो हर रोज मिलती है, जिंदगी तो हर रोज मिलती है.
क्या बात है मैम.
Okay. So with this, I hope that you live your life to the fullest. You live your life every day, every moment, cherish it wonderfully, and enjoy the small things and the little things in your life, because they add up to become the big memories in your life. So wishing that, let's proceed with the flow of the function and the event, because we have a lot more a lot more things in the agenda. I believe Pranita ma'am is surely waiting for it. And once again, thank you all for joining. It was really wonderful meeting you virtually. Next time we'll meet offline as well. Okay, thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Priyanka ma'am, and thank you all of the alumni. Now we have one more refreshing dance video. Let us enjoy that video.
Pranita ma'am, can we hold on for a second? Priyanka ma'am?
Yes, sir. Sure, sure.
Yeah. Rashmi wants to share something. Rashmi, are you there?
Okay.
Rashmi?
Yes, Reshmi, you're here?
Oh, I'm so sorry. Reshmi.
Yeah, she's Reshmi Bakchi.
Yeah, hi, ma'am. If I would like to say something
Yes,
about
Reshmi.
our college, if that's okay.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, hi, I am Reshmi, batch 1214. And I would like to add some few things about our college life. I was the most notorious one, and I was famous for comedies and controversies. But might I would like to say this, that I have learned so much from this, our group, you can say, our batch, you can say, our teachers, our lecturers. I miss Nandlekar sir today. And uh, I was the one who used to reach at 8:01 in the college. And I still remember sir would say me, Atish sir would say me, you are not in time, you are late, because you are not inside at 8:00. So you have to wait outside. Trust me, that thing that day, it meant nothing to me. But today it means a lot to me when I am inside a meeting room and I am working in a hospital medical background. I have my own business as well. And there, when there is somebody, a doctor or a patient is 1 minute late, I still remember that dialogue sir told me, you are late because you are late for 1 minute, because I lost a patient for 1 minute late, because the doctor was 1 minute late. And I was the operations and administration manager of Lokmanya Hospital, Chinchwad that time. So trust me, sir, those words did not mean anything that time, but today it means a lot. And really, I'll tell you, in matlab, IGBS ke memories was like fun, yaar, fun those days. And Sangram bhaiya, bro, miss you, Neha, I miss you guys, yaar. Matlab, actually, if I tell you now, I, Rohit, Anish, Harshal, we still are together. We are very good in terms, like we go to each other's house, we meet each other, and we still say कि यार वो एक बार IGVS जाना है, but हम लोग को time नहीं मिलता है कि हम लोग जा नहीं पाते हैं. I'm waiting for. We thought that it was not a virtual meet. Till yesterday evening, we were planning to come down there today. But thank God, lastly, Atish sir told virtually, and that is where it clicked. And Rohit is still now asking me, "Yaar, tu gayi hai kya?" So literally, मतलब वहां जाके मिलने का मजा कुछ और ही होता है. I'll wait for the day that when there will be an online campus alumni meet, and will surely love to be a part of it. And I've learned a lot from those I think I did very nice. I made those mistakes for our teachers to tell me few things which, still help me a lot in my career. And trust me, by God's grace, I have grown a lot. And I started as, I had to work during my last year of MBA for my personal problem. And doing college in the morning and working at night, and then I have grown in medical field, which is totally different from the MBA I had done. But you will ask me, how did then MBA help you? Because you have done in international business, MBA in international business, and then you are working in a total medical field. Trust me, it doesn't matter what subject you choose. The real why MBA online is important rather than an MBA offline is, why? Because you go there, the lecture teacher gives you from the book, that is not important, but the whatever teacher a teacher uses those words in your class, that is important. That मतलब वो examples ना तुम जिंदगी भर याद करते हो यार. एंड टीचर्स लोगों से या सीनियर्स लोगों से सीखने के लिए इतना कुछ मिलता है. I still know that Neha, now she is Sangram's wife, and Neha was like, she was my senior. We had tiffs, but still today, her daughter, my daughter, they are like few months apart. We still chat with each other because we have that bonding still now. And मतलब रात के 3 बजे भी हमने chat किया है because मतलब क्या बोलो, एक बॉन्डिंग जो ऐसा हुआ ना, वो कॉलेज में शायद उतना स्ट्रांग नहीं था, बट आफ्टर कॉलेज ना इट केम आउट वेरी नाइस. फ्यू पीपल आर स्टिल अटैच्ड इन आवर लाइव्स. आज भी कुछ प्रॉब्लम होता है, आई कॉल आतिश सर. दो आई वाज नॉट अ वेरी गुड स्टूडेंट दैट की यस आतिश सर लाइक हाँ रेशमी बोलो, बट स्टिल ही रिमेम्बर्स मी, हाँ रेशमी बोलो. But still, teachers are treasures. I really trust that teachers are treasures, no matter how old we get or how we grow in our careers. Still, आज भी कुछ होगा, तो I think I have the privilege of calling Atish sir and asking, or Priyanka ma'am, and asking for some tips or help whenever I require anything from in my career. And क्या बोलूं, miss you all. Thank you so much for having these sessions, and I hope to meet you guys soon.
Definitely, Reshmi. I still remember you eating cucumbers in my class, OB class. As a diet.
Because I was
she I think she has maintained that diet for a few years now.
Yes.
Good job,
That will
Rashmi.
come to know when she comes offline. Yeah.
No, I am mother of 2 children, working mother of a 4-month-old child. So you have no idea what I go through daily life. And I have learned to juggle my work and my family. Why? Because I was juggling my job and my college. And really, I'll tell you one thing, college supported me like anything. My last year of the MBA, college wouldn't have supported me. My mom was diagnosed with cancer. So financially I had to work in Convergees at night. I had a 6:30 shift and my classes used to get over at 5 o'clock. So 5 o'clock मतलब वहां से 6:30 बजे का shift in Aund, पढ़ंतवाड़ी से Aund, I know what rush I had to go through. And if the last year अगर teachers ने support नहीं किया होता, college ने support नहीं किया होता, तो I'll tell you a true fact. Those visits जो हमारे थे, वो हम लोग आप लोग कोई ये वाइल्ड लाइफ सेंचुरी में गए थे जनवरी में. I could not be a part of it. It breaks my heart because I am a fun loving person, and just because of my job वो लोग छुट्टी नहीं दिया था and I could not go. So I miss those photos. Whenever I see those photos, I miss it. And I have heard a lot stories like how you guys had fun. And but I started juggling my career, my studies that time, which has given me so much to learn. Now today I am juggling 2 kids. One is 4 months old when I started working again, and I'm juggling my job, I'm juggling my business, I'm juggling my family, because I started juggling there. So time management किसी ने तो मुझे भाई IGBS में ही सिखाया है, and I really am thankful for that.
Lovely to hear that, Reshmi. Such a honest feedback and such a
typical Rashmi Bakshi.
Yeah. Yeah. Anybody else wants to share something? Otherwise, we'll move ahead. I think we can have it at the end then, Atish sir. Yeah, right? So let's proceed. Over to you, Pranita ma'am.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. We can play the video.
हो मीठी मीठी सी ये मुनिया सर पे डाले है ये चुनिया क्यों, हाँ क्यों। हो सोनी सोनी सी कुड़ी नु मौज में रहने दे ना दुनिया क्यों, हाँ दुनिया क्यों। है कितनी शानदार कुड़ी ये कर देगी कमाल, इसे झूमने दे अपनी बीट दे, कुड़ी नु नचने दे, हाँ नचने दे। तू आज लगाने दे ठुमके, हाँ चमके, कुड़ी नु नचने दे, हाँ नचने दे। तू सारे आ फिक्रां नु छड्ड के हो मीठी मीठी सी ये मुनिया सर पे डाले है ये चुनिया क्यों, हाँ क्यों। हो सोनी सोनी सी कुड़ी नु मौज में रहने दे ना दुनिया क्यों, हाँ दुनिया क्यों। है कितनी शानदार कुड़ी ये कर देगी कमाल, इसे झूमने दे अपनी बीट दे, कुड़ी नु नचने दे, हाँ नचने दे। तू आज लगाने दे ठुमके, हाँ चमके, कुड़ी नु नचने दे, हाँ नचने दे। तू सारे आ फिक्रां नु छड्ड के बन ठन के, कुड़ी नु नचने दे, हाँ नचने दे। तू आज लगाने दे ठुमके, हाँ चमके, कुड़ी नु नचने दे, हाँ नचने दे। तू सारे आ फिक्रां नु छड्ड के बन ठन के, कुड़ी नु नचने दे। बड़ी बड़ी बात तेरी छोटी छोटी सोच क्यों है जी, ओहो बाजी। ओ उखड़े उखड़े क्यों खड़े जी, हंस तो हंस देगी दुनिया भी, हाँ जी। ओ आए जो ऑन द फ्लोर कुड़ी तो खूब मचाए शोर, तू भी झूम लेना इसकी बीट ते, कुड़ी नु नचने दे, हाँ नचने दे। तू आज लगाने दे ठुमके, हाँ चमके, कुड़ी नु नचने दे, हाँ नचने दे। तू सारे आ फिक्रां नु छड्ड के बन ठन के, कुड़ी नु नचने नचने दे, नचने दे। आज लगाने दे ठुमके, हाँ चमके, कुड़ी नु नचने नचने दे, नचने। सारे आ फिक्रां नु छड्ड के।
This is the struggle with online education. COVID batches can relate with this. Okay. Though we could not see the video properly, I would now request all the participants, all the girls, to please turn on their video so we can at least appreciate their efforts. Yes, girls, can you please turn on the videos? Kaushiki, Arya.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes. Thank you, girls.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
In the Asian Power Index for 2021, India ranks as the fourth most powerful country on the basis of various measures of powers. such as economic capability, military capability, resilience, and cultural influence. Ladies and gentlemen, let us rise and join for the national anthem and glorify the nation.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Thank you all. And with this, we come to the end of this program. I request Dr. Atish Zagde to propose vote of thanks.
Thank you, Pranita ma'am. Just a quick confirmation if I'm audible.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Thank you. I know I stand between you and your lunch. When I say your, I mean it, as we are interacting virtually, and unfortunately, we could not host you all for lunch. Nevertheless, I'm sure you had sufficient food for thought and wonderful memories to cherish till we meet next time, and that too in person. It gives me immense pleasure to express my vote of thanks. To begin with, I would like to thank our chairperson, Dr. Tarita Shankar, and group director, Professor Chetan Vakalkar, for building such a wonderful institution. It would have not been possible without their untiring efforts and strong determination. Our director, Dr. Virendra Tatke, had been kind enough to permit us to plan and conduct the alumni meet in a virtual mode so that we could accommodate maximum alumni without disturbing their priorities. Thank you, Tatke sir. I offer my heartfelt gratitude to Mr. Sankalp Chandelkar, our chief guest for today, for his valuable guidance and for making his presence despite his busy schedule. Sankalp sir, we would love to interact with you in person as the situation permits. Big thank you to all my lovely first and second year students for their untiring efforts and valuable contribution despite preparations for the university exam which is around the corner. I remember a beautiful quote by our own Mr. N.R. Narayan Murthy, who says, "Nobody is bothered about an institution more than its alumni." Here I take this opportunity on behalf of IGPS and IGI family to express a big thank you to all our alumni who were kind enough to be present for today's event. Your presence gives us the much required motivation to work for our next alumni meet on a grand scale. I would like to quickly share one, a thought on a lighter side, which we have been, discussing for past few days when we started working on this alumni meet. Firstly, since it was, a year where we are celebrating Azadi Ka Amrut Mahotsav, we were really, skeptical, like how many alumni are going to register. But I'm glad to share with you all that we had almost 100 plus alumni who had successfully registered for today's event. And we all understand, once you people start working, you have a lot of priorities, as Reshmi rightly, said and shared that life is all about juggling. So, there are a lot of people who would have loved to join today's session, but because of their priorities, they might have not been able to. but we are going to make it a point that next time when we plan an alumni meet, hopefully things should be normal. We should be able to meet in person on campus, and hope all of us will be able to mark your presence for the future alumni events. Finally, I would like to thank all my team members who have been directly or indirectly involved in organizing today's event. You might have seen only few of us on the screen, but believe me, it's all teamwork that has brought such a beautiful picture in front of you all. So I'm going to quickly take name of each and every team member so that all our alumni can get well versed with the team, because it's a professional environment where people join your team, people move on for better career aspirations. And today we have a small IGBS team. To start with, Dr. Virendra Tatke, who is heading the institute as a director. Dr. Atish Zagde, I'm taking care of the placement activities at IGBS, apart from the regular teaching and student engagement. And I'm really glad and thankful to all the alumni. I have been, there are a lot of inputs that have been pouring from our alumni base for different job opportunities. Whenever they get an access to a job opportunity in the market, they make it a point that they share it with me, and that really has been helping our institution to cater to the career aspirations of the students those who are joining this MBA program. We have Dr. Priyanka Darekar, who is the Chief Examination Officer, apart from her regular teaching and student engagement activities. We have Professor Pranita Bhujbal, who had been a wonderful host for today's event. She is the Alumni Committee Coordinator and an operations expert who has recently joined our team post her industrial stint. We have Professor Neelam Naidu, who is the Academic Committee Coordinator, apart from her regular teaching and student engagement activities. We have Mr. Yogesh Ghevare, who is the administrator at IGBS. So students having any kind of administrative related help or guidance, he is the person who has been very prompt as far as the services are concerned. And that really helps us to maintain a very good relation with our alumni, because we have a lot of things to take care, and suddenly you realize that there are some documents to be procured from the institute. So Yogesh and his team has been really prompt, and we are really trying our level best to ensure that we cater to the requirements of the students on the timely basis. We have Mr. Santosh Dagde, who is the librarian at IGBS, and he has played a key role during the pandemic time when everything had gone virtual. And believe me, it was something new that even we have learned. So I can understand the batches who have faced, the hardship or the inconvenience during the pandemic. But a librarian had been kind enough to work it out in the most efficient manner and ensure that at least reading material is available to the student to the remotest location wherever they have been accessing the library services. We have Mr. Dinesh Kodke, the ID administrator, and the person who has really worked hard for today's event, managing the technical backup. And as we very well know that, technology is good if it really works. So, today we have really tried hard, but again, that's beyond the control, because of which we had few glitches that we had faced today. But I'm sure the spirit was high, and we all were here to enjoy. So we will not really get much bothered about the technical glitches. We have Mr. Nilesh Yedre, who takes care of the finance and the accounts department. And I'm sure a student will remember his name, because student, when it comes to pay the fees, he had been the point of contact for all of you. And finally, we have a new team member, Mr. Ashish Zadhav, who is the coordinator taking care of all the academic coordination. And he's newly inducted in the team, and he's very efficiently learning the things to complement the efficiency of the team. So that's the small IGBS team that we have been working with right now. But numbers doesn't really matter. It is the spirit with which we have been really working hard. And the best part, what I'm really proud of my team is each and everyone in this profession is by choice and not by chance. And I believe that's the real attitude which is required in the education sector. So here I would like to conclude my vote of thanks and would like to appeal to all alumni who are present here. And I would also like to reach out to those who could not reach us. As far as the today's event is concerned, So as you all are aware that, Director Sir has highlighted that we have successfully registered our alumni trust, and it would be really kind if we can really work on that front as well. So an appeal to all the alumni that you should register for this trust by paying a nominal fee of rupees 500. And if you need any assistance required for the registration process, you can get in touch with any one of us. And we are shortly trying to get a payment gateway on our website as well. So that should be the most convenient way for everyone to get the registration done. So you can find the account details on the screen as well. So thank you all once again, and I'm sure it was lovely interacting with all of you, and special thanks to Reshmi for making this virtual environment more lively. And I think that's the real spirit of life. We all might have been having our own set of problems in our life. We have gone through the most terrifying time of our life, the pandemic, and we all have persisted. And I think that's the beauty of life. We have to learn from the life, and it's really good to see our alumni growing in their personal and professional life. And my best wishes on behalf of Indira family to all the alumni for your future career endeavors and for your personal life. Thank you all. Pranita ma'am, request you to take it over.
Thank you so much,
Hello.
sir.
Pranita ma'am, Sankalp here.
Yes.
I just want to share one thing. You people have given me a big citation of honor. But to the IGBS team and the entire Alumni Association, thanks a lot for this. I just wanted to share this with you.
Thank you, sir. Yes. Now it's time to capture the memory. I request all to please turn on the video so we can take a screenshot and preserve this memory.
Okay, it's great to see, just to quickly connect with everyone, I can see Sangram, I can see Samiksha, I can see Reshmi. Rather, we heard Reshmi loud and clear.
Pulkit is here.
I can see, yes, Pulkit.
Ashish is here.
Ashish is here. Yes. Ashish, I think so, it's really interesting. He's traveling and he's
Yeah,
somewhere.
he's in a car.
Ah,
Yeah, I was at car that moment. I was listening every conversation, but
great. Saurabh.
Nikhil Vadekar.
Nikhil Vadekar.
Karan is here. Lakhan has joined.
Oh, great.
Samiksha. Both Samikshas are here.
Okay.
Saurabh Kulkarni.
So as we have appealed to all of you,
Atisa, we also have Yashodan and William.
oh, great.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Hi, Yashodan.
Hi.
Okay, something to frankly share with all of you. We were really skeptical for this alumni meet because it's been long time. It's been almost what 11 years, Priyanka ma'am?
Yes.
Yes. But we had that confidence somewhere, where we felt that yes, even the first batch would definitely would like to connect with us, and it's really good, and it really gives a nostalgic feeling to see all of you on the screen, and I'm sure we all would definitely love to meet each other in person. So let's hope how things progress, and we will definitely make it a point to work out something conveniently to all of us. But it's great feeling. It's a great feeling to meet at least virtually with all of you. So Pranita ma'am, before we sign off,
Yes. One more announcement. All our alumni, I would like to know your feedback. So I'm just sharing a link. So this is for alumnus to post in their feedback for today's session. Juniors, a wonderful job. This is a link for your attendance. We'll monitor your attendance as always.
So that's the teacher, Priyanka ma'am.
And senior batch, this is your attendance.
We would also like to maintain the attendance. No, please send us a sheet as well. It's been a very long time. We have not been doing this activity. Because now nobody cares whether you come to office, you don't come to office, you join the meeting, you don't join the meeting, you turn on your camera, you don't turn on your camera, nothing matters now. I think this would be a fun, where we place our attendance that, okay, we came and we attended the meeting and then we can share it with others.
I've already raised my hand for attendance.
Rashmi को पहले दे दो. Give it to Rashmi.
Rashmi physically हो रहा.
With Teams, we have a provision that we can download the attendance sheet. So I'll download it. Your faculties have gone high tech now.
Automatically हो गया है attendance.
No, but I would like to quickly share
do share your feedback also. Yeah, please.
Yes, I would like to quickly share one experience. There has always been a debate of online versus offline education. We have gone through it, not by choice, but by chance when the pandemic hit us hard. And believe me, I personally would like to vouch for this particular thought that offline education, rather education is not about only learning the concepts. It's far beyond that. And, as rightly referred and highlighted by Reshmi, and I'm sure all of you will agree with this point, when we go to a college in the physical format, it's not about the concepts or the bookish knowledge that we learn. It's the social skills, I think, so what we learn from people. And the best part is the memories that we create, and life is all about creating memories and cherishing them. So offline education is, yes, definitely going to stay there, and we would definitely love to host you all in an offline mode at the earliest. Let's see how it works. Thank you.
Looking forward
for that, sir.
Definitely.
Thank you, Sankalp sir, for joining us throughout the
Sure.
session. Yeah, your presence is highly appreciated.
Thank you. Can I log off?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you, team. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you all. With this, I declare this virtual meet is over.
Thank you, Atish sir. Thank you, Priyanka ma'am.
Thank you, Atish sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, guys.
To see all old friends together again.
Thank you.
Yashoda. Pankaj, I miss Pankaj today. Pankaj would have been perfect for, bringing those memories back. Pankaj is missed today.
Yes.
उसके videos अभी भी viral है हमारे लिए तो. चलो, see you all. So nice to see you.
See you all. Thank you all. Sorry if we have missed some names because the list was not scrolling down. But thank you all for joining, and let's meet soon.
Yes.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
And Atish sir, one more thing. If you need any help from the Teams platform, please do reach out to me because I'm part of the same org. So I will try to figure out what can best be done because I see there are a lot of things that are not going the way it should be. But yeah, if you need any help, just reach out to me. I can get those help done. Yeah, because I think this is the important platform these days. And 2 years, the product from where it was and where it is, I've seen the difference. So cloud and everything. So if anything is needed, let me know.
Sure, Sangram. So it's not only about Microsoft assistance. Beyond that,
No, it's not. It's purely not Microsoft. It is purely about the online platform that you're using. I'm not marketing my company. No, it's just that I saw there were some difficulties and there were some issues. I would really like to help.
Yes. What I'm coming to bringing the point is, it's not only about the technical assistance. We are really vouching on all of you for all the future alumni meet. It's only possible if all of us are going to come together because there are a lot of limitations in everybody's front. So let's try to utilize the best out of it and make some wonderful memories in future.
Yeah. So just to share, I was juggling around Mumbai, Pune for quite some time, and once I thought, okay, let's turn the car and take it to the campus, and without any thoughts, I just took a left from the first gate, and suddenly when I went in, everybody started looking, and I saw the board. Okay, this is not IGPS. Okay, it's changed. Then I
No,
had to
that's
take
not.
the car reverse. I went to the other side. I waited there for 45 minutes, but again, it was COVID time, so nobody
Uh,
turned up. So I waited. I took photos. I shared it in my internal WhatsApp group, and then I came back.
yes, and the campus which Sangram is referring is not for the alumni. Now it is for your kids because it's Indira National School.
Yeah.
So let's see how we can catch up at the
We'll,
earliest.
we'll catch up, sir. Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
sure.
But keep those
Definitely.
smiles growing. Take care of yourself and
Yes.
your family members.
Yes.
Yeah. Chalo.
Yeah.
Bye.
Take care, everybody. Bye bye.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye.
Yeah.
Have a
Bye.
lovely weekend. Yeah.
Hello.